Hello, good morning. Today we'll be starting with the second part of polymers. In previous topic, we had types of polymerization or polymers, you can say, on the basis of different categories, you can say, like intermolecular forces of attraction, strength, you can say, then type of mode of polymerization. So today we are going to see here, like in the first part, we had seen two ways monomers combine, that is addition way and second is condensation. In addition also, we had homopolymers as well as copolymers, which we saw in the case of unsaturated compound. Here on condensation, we had polymerization with the removal of small unit of molecules. वो याद होगा addition में unsaturated compound में था, condensation में with the removal of small unit of molecules. So we'll see it here, how this is done. Like here in this part, we'll find preparations of some important addition polymers. What are those polymers which you need to study here? 7 plus 2, 8, you will say, where addition reactions takes place. And addition, we had said, pi bond breaks and monomers, they keep combining with the formation of free radical. Free radical part that is in our syllabus here. So you can see we have 7 this way, 2 others. Next is, we have to read like whatever names were given, they were polymers. We have to see exactly uses of polymers and how these polymers are going to be represented. And third part, which is very important, which you get in question here, what are monomers of these polymers? ये monomers कौन-कौन से हैं इन polymers के? तो सबसे पहले हम लोग देख लें, like we can see here polythene. Polythene is basically polymerization of ethene molecules. Ethene molecules, they polymerize. Like in previous class, the previous part you had seen, pi bond breaks on either side, free radical created. So it happens in all the molecules. Suppose 100 molecules we are taking, it happens in all the molecules. Now fresh bond formation takes place. So that we have to see here. And when you're writing it, you need to check when we are writing, this is like a slash that has to be given. What does it mean? That this is continued and it's a low density polythene. Uses are given. Where do we use like polythene here? Number of in competitive exams and all, they give you a use and they ask you which type of substance that remains as polymers. Second is high density polythene. More number of ethene molecules you will have to take and temperature accordingly. So when you get question, you have to see that you should know exactly how to write polymers and you should be aware of all these polymers presentation. So now next here we are going to take this polystyrene. Polystyrene will say, in this case we'll find styrene, that is a monomer. Number of styrene, what is the difference here? Benzene brings CH double bond CH2 attached. And through this pi bond, we will find polymerization takes place with the formation of free radical. And you don't have to forget to write this catalyst. And where continuation is there, double bond has got converted into single bond, you have to write slash. Here dash has to be there. This is thermoplastic. It's used for making toys, radios, and TV cabinets. Next is third one is polyvinyl chloride. Polyvinyl chloride means we are taking vinyl chloride. How do we write vinyl chloride here? CH2 double bond CH2 Cl. And this is through pi bond, we find like polymerization takes place and we are getting this PVC. And you know it very well, this is used in raincoats, toys, electrical insulators and all. Next is polypropylene. Polypropylene, we are using propylene here. This undergoes polymerization, results in the formation of polypropylene. And here you'll find catalyst that is needed. That is Ziegler-Natta catalyst that you have to see here. Then we are having polytetrafluoroethane, which is also called Teflon. Teflon coating, you must have heard. Teflon coating, like in all that utensils and all, you find Teflon coating. This remains chemically inert and resistant to attack by corrosive reagent. It's used in making oil seal gaskets and for non-stick. So writing practice has to be there when you are doing like notes that's going with you. Writing practice has to be there separately. and you have to make list of polymers as well as like in 2 3 columns. 3 columns you can make here. First is polymers, second monomers, and third use, so that one notes will be ready with you, and directly you'll be getting for competitive exams also. Polyacrylonitrile, this is CH2 double bond CHCN, that is monomers, which undergoes polymerization through pi bond breaking, and you get this polyacrylonitrile here. Next is we have natural rubber. Natural rubber, we find isoprene that remains as monomer. Isoprene remains as, how do we read here? 2-methyl but 1,3-diene, buta-1,3-diene. This is here in natural rubber, we find we don't have any polarity. Intermolecular forces of attraction will be van der Waals. This remains very, what you'll say, soft substance, like one which is used for eraser, जिसको खा भी जाते हैं, and उसको आप बार बार एक ही दिन में कभी-कभी eraser जो आप finish कर देते थे छोटे में, it's made up of that substance only. This one is very soft, and here only in the case of this is polymerized form through pi bond they are going to combine. Next is vulcanization is done just to increase its strength, like in rubber band and all these bands which are made, and places where we need more stronger rubber, you will say. Sulfur polysulfide linkage takes place, due to which is called vulcanization. We heat natural rubber with sulfur at 110 degrees Celsius, and it's called vulcanization of rubber. This is also done by adding sulfur and zinc oxide to the rubber and then heating the object at about 110 degrees Celsius for about 20 to 30 minutes. Basically, we say that zinc oxide helps in increasing the rate of vulcanization. Sulfur-sulfur bond, basically in between, it's made. So that you will notice here. Next, we'll take here, in this case, properties of rubber which you are taking. Zinc oxide we have already taken here. This is our chloroprene, which makes like artificial polymers, neoprene, and this is also taking place through pi bond, you will find. So this is given. Next is copolymerization. Copolymerization stands for 2 different types of monomers that's used. 2 different types of monomers you'll be finding. Quality differs. One example you can take here, Buna N. What quality differs here? Buta-1,3-diene. Till previous part, you have seen the same monomer we are using. Here in this case, 2 different types of monomers that's used. First of all, they will be added to each other. So buta-1,3-diene and acrylonitrile. You have to do practice here, like double bond compounds are there, buta-1,3-diene, and this is acrylonitrile is CH2 double bond CH. They combine through pi bond, results in C compound C. Then C once again combined with A, forms D, D combines with B. So this is like step growth polymerization takes place. Use, you can see here, insulator in nature and used for making conveyor belts and printing rollers. Now here we are having buta-1,3-styrene. In this case, we have styrene. Styrene is benzene with CH double bond CH2, and 1,3-butadiene that is also used here. It means differences here. It was acrylonitrile, and with this buta-1,3-diene, this time it's styrene. Same addition takes place. This pi bond area will combine with this pi bond, and we are getting polymers. Polymers, you can see it here. It's good substitute for natural tire as it is very hard. It's used for making auto tires, floor tiles, footwear components, cable insulation, etc. This way it goes. Now we are coming to condensation polymerization. Condensation polymerization is what during formation of polymers, there will be removal of small unit of molecules. Small unit of molecules, when we are seeing here, we'll know we have 9 different types you can notice. And those 9 different types, we are going to see that polymers, monomers of these substances. One statement you can read it just now, molecular mass of polymers. The growth of polymer change depend upon the presence of monomer in the reaction And the polymer contains chain of varying length, hence its molecular mass is always expressed as an average, because पता नहीं है molecular mass जो है कितने सारे polymers involved होंगे, so averaging करके polymers के molecular mass बताए जाते हैं. Polymers के molecular mass, like you cannot calculate because you don't know exactly how many molecules are going to combine. So that they are saying here, it depends upon average way molecular mass is represented here. Next is, first we are starting in condensation polymerization, nylon 66. Nylon 66, we have monomers as two molecules will be here. Remember, molecules A, hexamethylene diamine, second is adipic acid. First, these two molecules through here, HOH, H2O will go out. And this NH which is left out, it's going to combine with the C. This is going to be made. So first unit is this one, amide. Amide function group is going to be made. This is A, this is B. It's going to result in the formation of C. Once again, C through this OH will combine with substance A. D will be made. D will combine with B. So when you get question, write down monomers of nylon 66. So you'll be writing both the substances. And remember, if you're writing केवल एक आप लिख रहे हो, दूसरा नहीं लिख रहे हो, तो वहाँ zero मिलेगा. दोनों combination होनी चाहिए. And here, this is the end point, which is sensitive point. You need to put it in arrow. Here, carbon, why this is called 66 here? Because both either side, both the monomers are containing 6 carbon atoms. This nylon 66 has high tensile strength. It shows resistance to abrasion. Abrasion wear tear nahi hota hai. It's fabricated sheet. It's used in bristle for brushes and textiles. Now nylon 6. Nylon 6, what do we have? It's by heating caprolactam. Now caprolactam, once you can just check here what is caprolactam. ये 6-membered ring है आपके, एक function group है CONH, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon atom are present, but one is CONH. So this way, a practice you need to do when you get nylon 6 monomers, you have to write caprolactam. First of all, H2O, this is going to be heated with H2O. We get this CONH changes into this bond breaks. C and N का बीच का bond टूटेगा, COH बन जाएगा यहाँ पर, and this side is NH2. Water is going to be absorbed. So this substance is going to be, when this substance is going to be heated, we get nylon 6. Sensitive area is NH and this side OH. It's used in manufacture of tire cord, fabrics, and ropes, you will say. Next, we are taking phenol formaldehyde polymers. Phenol formaldehyde polymers, basically, we have example bakelite and related polymers. We'll see. This is, in this case, what we have to check here, bakelite, we have Novolac we are having. So we will be coming on bakelite. First, we need to check Novolac, what is there, which is used in paint. Novolac paint, you must have heard. This is phenol, and this is the HCHO formaldehyde. First of all, at this ortho place, H is going to be replaced by, and the C is going to combine. So we are having CH2OH. जब इसको catalyst use होगा, यहाँ का H, इधर का H, इस O से जाके जुड़ेगा, pi bond shift होगा O के पास, C आपका इलेक्ट्रोफाइल की तरह एक्ट करेगा, ये C इस वाले कार्बन से जुड़ेगा, इसका जो H निकलेगा, that's going to combine with O. So we are having ortho hydroxymethyl phenol. यदि ये ortho पे गया है, because OH is ortho and para directing, तो para पे भी जाएगा. So we have para compound also. So this ortho compound undergoes polymerization and results in linear polymers Novolac. अच्छा, इनके जोड़ने के तरीके क्या होंगे? इसका OH and दूसरा ring का H, ortho वाला. So this way it continues and it results in the formation of Novolac, you will say. Now next we are coming here to bakelite. Bakelite is infusible solid mass of Novolac. Novolac, once again, when it is heated with formaldehyde, undergoes cross linkages to form infusible mass. आप यहाँ पर आकर के देखोगे इस वाले केस में ऑर्थो सब्सटेंस है एंड पारा सब्सटेंस है. इसका OH, ये वाले OH, इसके ऑर्थो से के साथ कंबाइन करके H2O निकल रहा है एंड इसके जो CH2OH है, इस सब्सटेंस का इससे जुड़ना हुआ. इसका जो CH2OH है, इसका OH दूसरे के पारा से जाकर के जुड़ जा रहा है, बीच बीच से H2O molecule that's going out. दिस यू हैव टू चेक हियर। क्रॉस लिंकेज जो बना है आपका बैकलाइट कहलाएगा। तीसरा है बैकलाइट जो स्विचेस वगैरह में यूज होता है, स्विचेस हो गए, इलेक्ट्रिकल स्विचेस हो गए, लैमिनेटेड वुडन प्लांट्स हो गए, वार्निशेस में यूज होता है। इसके बाद है हमारे पास मेलामाइन, फॉर्माल्डिहाइड रेजिन। मेलामाइन में आप आइए इस तरफ। मेलामाइन बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन रहता है। मेलामाइन का लिख के प्रैक्टिस होना चाहिए। 6 मेंबर रिंग है लेकिन ऑल्टरनेट कार्बन एंड नाइट्रोजन है रिंग के अंदर, और तीनों जगह पे ऑर्थो 2, 1, 3, 5 पर आपका NH2 ग्रुप है। ऐसे मेलामाइन याद रखना होगा। 6 मेंबर रिंग है, कार्बन नाइट्रोजन ऑल्टरनेट है, एंड 1, 3, 5 पर NH2 है। तो ये फिर वही चीज हुआ, इसका H इसके इसके C के साथ कंबाइन करेगा, NH। जिस तरह से फॉर्माल्डिहाइड के फंक्शनल ग्रुप होते हैं, C डबल बॉन्ड O है, पाई बॉन्ड O के पास चला गया, वो C आकर के जुड़ गया है N के पास। इसका जो H निकला है फिर O के साथ जुड़ जाता है, जो प्रीवियसली हम लोगों ने बात किया था। तो ये जुड़ा है आपका NH CH2OH। दिस अंडरगोज पॉलीमराइजेशन थ्रू CH2OH वाला एरिया से वी गेट मेलामाइन। मेलामाइन आपका क्रॉकरीज में यूज होता है, अनब्रेकेबल मटेरियल। Next is urea formaldehyde resin. Urea and resin, you will see. Urea and formaldehyde attachment type is same. NH है, C से जाके जुड़ेगा, and double bond O जो pi bond O के पास गया था उस O से जाकर के H जुड़ेगा. For making unbreakable cups and laminated sheets, this is used. Polysters. Polysters sounds what? Number of esters. But what is used here? Two monomers are there, ethylene glycol and phthalic acid. Phthalic acid, once again, their addition is what? OH is combining with this. This H will be combining with OH. So new functional group is generated, that is COOR. COOR बीच में आ रहा है, आप इधर देखोगे COOR ठीक से, and that is your polysters, which is also named as glyptyl. Glyptyl you will see, and this is the next one. Next one will come with a Dacron, but right now we say this as glyptyl. It is having cross linkages. It is thermoplastic, thermosetting plastic. It's obtained by condensation of ethylene glycol and phthalic acid. So whatever steps that is given here, read it properly. It leaves the non-flexible film also, manufacture of paints and liquids. Now Dacron. It is condensation product of ethylene glycol and terephthalate acid. दोनों में डिफरेंस यही है। टेरिथैलिक एसिड में एक डिफरेंस जा रहा है, ऑर्थो एंड पारा पर 1 और 4 पर आपके COH ग्रुप हैं, उसमें बगल बगल थे 1, 2, बट 1 और 4 जैसे जाएगा, दिस इज स्पेसिफिक हियर टरथैलिक एसिड और टेरिथैलिक एसिड। बीच से H2O निकला है एंड देन इट्स कंबाइनिंग हियर, CH2 CO से कंबाइन कर रहा है। दिस इज आल्सो a form of ester, you will say. But what is the difference between Dacron and glyptyl? There we have phthalic acid 1, 2, and here in this case we are having terethalic acid. Otherwise one substance is same. Next is, here you'll find uses that is given for Dacron. Well, you'll see it minutely. Terylene is used for manufacture of varieties of clothes such as terrycot, terrywool, and terrysilk, blending with other yarns. Biodegradable polymers these days, that is in fashion here, because all the polymers which you have studied, they are non-biodegradable. If you are going to throw here and there, because now these days, if you burn air pollution, otherwise water pollution, it's creating air pollution as well as burning air pollution. Water, it's going water pollution because it's not getting destroyed. So these days, people, they are looking for biodegradable polymers. So one example, one achievement was PHPV. So naturally, this is in high demand, and so you should know its composition. Anywhere, like in quiz and GK questions can be asked, PHPV, poly-beta hydroxy butyrate. Butyrate sounds ester. Co-beta hydroxy valerate. Butyrate means 4 carbon atoms, valerate 5 carbon atoms. Which two substances are used for condensation? 3-hydroxybutanoic acid and 3-hydroxypentanoic acid. Simple. Butanoic and pentanoic acid. 3,3-hydroxy. Both are there. And where exactly they are combining? 3-hydroxybutanoic acid, OH, COH ka OH will be combining with OH of hydroxy area. So this way combination takes place. and results in the formation of polymers. It's used in special type of packaging, orthopedic devices, and controlled release of drugs. Second biodegradable is nylon 2, nylon 6 together, you'll see. It is an alternate polyamide copolymer of glycine and caproic acid. You need to know only monomers. Reaction is not there. Glycine and aminocaproic acid. These two things you need to learn. So total numbers which I have given you, this way polymers get over. Total numbers which you're taking, the total number monomers should be clear to you with the uses. Uses for other part, uses for competitive exams, you can say. So this is done here. Thank you.